I'm back once again. It's your boy, the uncle, back with another dope album review. I picked up a lot of nice stuff this week that I really want to tell y'all about. Some stuff I can cover, some stuff I can't. But this week we're going to talk about that new Yelawolf album. But before we get into that, a couple little nice pickups. I will mention that I did pick up the new Young Buck mixtape, 10 Bullets. If anybody wanna hop on that, if you're familiar with Young Buck, it is very entertaining. And something else I picked up that I was very disappointed in this week. It should have been picked up on Tuesday with my trash, and that's the new Cherry Bomb album by Tyler the Creator. Man, you know, a lot of people like Tyler the Creator. I will admit that he can spit bars when he wants to, but he goes a little overboard in my opinion with this new Cherry Bomb. I think he was trying to do a little bit too much. He did work with some greats. He has Kanye on the album, you know, Schoolboy Q. He worked with the Neptunes, but I just think it's a little bit over the top, and it takes away from the true art form of hip hop. So if you're looking for just a pile of nonsense that just piles on top that you want to try to mask over and make you think that it's some new generation hip hop, you can download that Tyler. But I can't do my man Tyler the Creator. But something dope that I really did pick up this week, a really great MC. He's underground and he's underrated, and I don't know how he gets overlooked. He's worked with some of the dopest producers, DJ Premier. He was on the Magnificent with Jazzy Jeff, and this is my man J Live. J Live, new album, His Own Self, and it's something refreshing. It's something different for the hip hop listeners out there. And I'm really appreciating it. So just quick couple tracks that I enjoy. A track, Mike Singletary, and if you're familiar with the football player Mike Singletary, it's a nice metaphor of that, how he flips it from Mike Singletary into, you know, how he is on the mic, and I just appreciate when people give these songs that they're creating some thought and try to give it a nice concept. Another nice track that I enjoy is a track called Old-ish, and it's just telling people who chase the latest things, the latest fashions that come out, how he's content with stacking and just keeping his old stuff, you know what I mean? And a lot of us, we be out there trying to get this kind of stuff, but he's like, you know, I'm cool with just my iPhone 5. I'm cool with just this type of sneaks and, you know, not trying to get the latest thing. So I really thought that was hot. And another nice track is a track called I Just Don't. And the flow, the beat, the way that he flows with the beat, it's really different, you know, compared to what's out there right now. So you might want to pick up that His Own Self, and the reason that he calls it His Own Self is because he did everything on this album, J Live, His Own Self. The production, the engineering, the way that it's laid out, he did it. So it's a really dope album. Something else I wanted to talk about for the ladies. I know y'all been sitting here waiting in between time for my man Trey Songz. Trey Songz released Intermission this past week, and it's a five song EP that just kind of gets your ears and gets the women motivated for what's to come. You know, to keep your interest so you won't forget about Trey Songz. And we all know the women never forget about Trey Songz. But he got a nice track on there, Don't Play, is what it's called. And it's basically exactly what it says. He's basically telling the chick, you know, don't play with me. You either want this or you don't. You know, if not, he can move on to the next chick. He got another nice track on there called "Mess with a Boss." Basically, you want to mess with a boss, then you get with him. You know what I mean? And he's telling us dudes that he's what the chicks really want, and he got it, and he, no matter what the cost, he's gonna give it to the broad. So I mean, I know I can't compete with that. Can you? Can you? Because I know I can't. But it's another track on there called "Talk About It," and it's probably one of my favorite tracks on the EP, because it talks about when you don't express your feelings to your significant other or to your mate, and he's saying that his mate understands where he's coming from, and whenever he's ready to express himself, she'll be there for him. So besides the other kind of showy songs, or the pumping yourself up songs and saying you the man and all that, that is one track that I really and this brings me to a really dope concept and a dope album, and that's the new Yelawolf album, Love Story. Now, you might ask yourself, how can you mix hip-hop, rock, and country music? Well, it's been done, ladies and gentlemen. This new album by Yelawolf is a monumental album in the hip-hop, and not only just in hip-hop, in the music community all itself. Love Story. It begins off with like a track called Outer Space. Now he's like, I guess he's getting kicked out, and as he's walking down the street, you hear like this I guess spaceship coming to get him, and he winds up getting abducted, and then he just start killing, spitting bars, just crazy. It just come on so hot. And another track, like, it leads right into a track called like Whiskey in a Bottle, a couple tracks down, and it's just him just barring out, just displaying his skills that we all know he have, and we know why Eminem signed him. He got one line on the Whiskey in a Bottle. He says, "Show me the king crab and I'll break his shell." And he talks about how he's aged, where he's not a young boy no more, like whiskey. That's like the concept of the track that just makes it so dope. Another track with the track called Best Friend, featuring Eminem, and it's a little, when you see a track called Best Friend, you be trying to figure out what it's about, but it's just basically him and Eminem talking about how when times get hard, they rely on their best friend, and their best friend is basically God. And sometimes for people in hip hop, they don't really give God acknowledgement in the stuff that they've attained. So when times get rough and when they need guidance, that's who they go to. And Eminem kills that song also. Another track I like is a track called Heartbreak, where he's talking to his baby mom about the heartbreak he received, I guess after they split up, and how she act like she doing everything for the kids, and he's basically out there working while she chilling at the crib with her new boo. So that's kind of hot. Bach Chevy 5. It's basically, that goes back to his Trump music series, which is so hot. If you've been following Yelawolf, his Trump music series is just straight, exactly what it is, Trump music, and he got the Bach Chevy songs on there. Another dope track to me is a track called Johnny Cash, and at the beginning it's like he's getting ready to perform, so he's a little nervous, and he talks about in the song where he's trying to win over the audience and become the headliner. He's not the main attraction yet, but he's working hard to be like Johnny Cash, so that's dope. Another really touching track to me is a track called Have a Great Flight, and you could feel from the beginning of the song how the guitar just paints the picture of the whole country feel of the song, but yet it touches you too, because he's talking to his mom, I guess, who passed away, and he's telling her to have a great flight and relax, because she taught him to be the best man that he is, and he's gonna, be successful, basically. Another track called Sky's the Limit is dope. I really wish I could talk about every track on this album, because this album is just so dope. Another nice track I like is a track called Disappear, and he's talking to his real father about the abuse that he received from his stepfather. And once again, when stuff is heart to heart, I really like that in albums, because rappers, they be putting up a front like they really that ball, like nothing ever happened to them, and this, that, and the third, and let them tell it. Everything is so great. But when people are honest in their music, it's something that I really appreciate. So with production from Melee, Willpower, this probably is going to be an underrated album this year. But in my opinion, I have to rate this album a 4.5. Just because of the overall concept of the album and how musically different it is from anything that's out this year. So shout out to my man Yelawolf. Please go pick up this album. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know. Please leave some feedback down there. I need to know if your homie is good. Like I always say, y'all got these balls out there that y'all want me to rate. Don't nobody be saying nothing. I ain't trying to hear it if y'all in comments. Peace.